Since I could not go to G-Fest this year and board the hype train for the latest Godzilla movie coming out this month, Godzilla Resurgence, I am going to do a video expressing my own excitement and discussing hopefully a few things with regard to our perception of Shin Godzilla. And by our perception, I mean the American fans' perception. Before I begin, let me point out that I am not blushing. My face got a little bit of sunburn from yesterday, so bear with my face, okay? Thank you. So yes, I am super excited about Godzilla Resurgence, which is the latest Japanese incarnation of Godzilla that's coming out. If I remember correctly, it's July 29th. And it's been about 12 years since there has been a Godzilla movie released from Japan. And we are very excited because it's gonna hopefully kind of bring Godzilla back to its roots as being a creature or a fictional character that is a metaphor for the horrors of nuclear energy / tampering with nature. Even though there is a lot of excitement out there, though, there is still a huge undercurrent of criticism aimed at the design of Godzilla. And as you can see, Godzilla has a very unique design. It looks very much different than the American Godzilla that we encountered 2 years ago from Legendary, but he still kind of bears resemblance to some of the classics, like for example the original Godzilla. But when many American fans think of classic Godzilla, I feel like, and this is based on my own observation, most people connect with the 90s Godzilla. You know, the Godzilla that has a lot of human characteristics, as in like a lot of eye and facial movements that are very human-like, has kind of a cat face, which is super cute and I love it, and of course is muscular, has a big chest, and in a way looks a bit heroic. And we also saw that in the Legendary Godzilla movie too, especially toward the end of the movie where they pan to that screen like of a news report that shows Godzilla leaving, and it has the titles that says, "Is Godzilla our hero?" It's posing the idea that Godzilla is a hero and is this courageous creature, not some sort of figment of horror, which the original Japanese Godzilla was. One interesting thing that I've noticed about American Godzilla fans is that they strive to somehow connect to Godzilla on a human characteristic level. Like, if they cannot connect to him being heroic, if they cannot connect to him being muscular, strong, or whatever, they really can't connect with him in any way, and he kind of becomes this sort of anomaly, like this anomalous creature that really can't be placed within a box that we deem as having certain characteristics. Let's take a look at the Legendary Godzilla, for example. So, when we see the Legendary Godzilla, we recall scenes where he, like for example, when he was in very close proximity to the character Ford, and he expressed this like facial expression of pain and like of agony from the battle that he had experienced, and that in a way was human personification placed on a fictional creature like this. If we look at his design, he's very bulky, very predatorial, and he serves a purpose, essentially. He serves the purpose as a predator, which I thought that was something interesting that they chose to do in the 2014 Godzilla, because it immediately places Godzilla within a role and doesn't make him this anomalous force of nature that really can't be placed in any specific category or box. Here is another example of a popular Godzilla that many fans can relate to and that many fans absolutely love, and that's the Godzilla from the 2001 film Godzilla Mothra King Ghidorah. This Godzilla takes on more of a supernatural identity as being a vessel for the collection of human souls that perished during the Japanese conflict during World War II. But see, in that instance again, we are placing an anomaly in nature in the role of possessing some sort of human characteristic, that being the human soul or a collection of human souls. And that's how we, in a way, relate to the character. That's how we deem it having a role that seems sensible. But again, when we think of Shin Godzilla, a creature that doesn't necessarily have a role yet, we are very quick and eager to jump to conclusions based on the outward appearance of what we see in the design. And I think that's why people felt so warmed up to the legendary Godzilla because they could understand his role. But with Godzilla Resurgence yet, we don't really know his role, and he seems more anomalous, not only potentially in story, but also with his design. If we look at his design, his eyes are very small, his torso is very slim, he has very small arms, his legs are very thick, and his tail is very long, and all of these different characteristics are points of criticism that many American fans have thrown at this design. And I want to just pose this thought to American fans really quick. Do not be so eager to jump to conclusions about the design and saying that, oh, the design is horrible, therefore this Godzilla is stupid. No. Because more often than not, what we do as American fans is we ignore the story behind the design. I'm sorry, but the story always has some sort of connection to the design, and the design is rooted in the story. So I feel like if we wait to see the movie, we might get further explanation as to why Godzilla looks very malformed like this. And I think him being malformed is important because it connects back to the whole idea that Godzilla is this creation, this almost, you could say, Frankenstein created from man's industrial interaction with nature's evolutionary process. So by combining those two, it's not only are we creating, but we are destroying at the same time, especially when we weigh into the whole equation nuclear power. So it's natural that some sort of mutant creation, wrought from creation and destruction, should come into existence and should reflect this kind of image. If you guys liked this video, please take a moment and subscribe to my channel. Check out my Godzilla playlist, which I have tagged in a video box on the screen. Additionally, I have 2 other sets of videos that I have tagged as well, so feel free to check out my other ones too. Additionally, in the comment section below, you can find my social media links and a link to a project called Godzilla Total Destruction, which is a film project that many of my Godzilla friends are working on. It's really awesome, so please go take some time and check that out. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch. I appreciate it, and you have a great rest of your day.